up here. Hope everyone's going good. If you could share this to your slot car pages, this would be great. Give some people a few minutes if they're going to be coming in or not, or I'm going to be here by myself. Chris, you in here at all by chance? What's going on today, guys? Chris, is that you in here? Guys, I'm still trying to figure out how to work everything here. Hey guys, if you can hear me or anything like that, would you just type something? Oh, there you go. Hey Shiloh, how are you today? Where are you from? Hey Jay Marshall, is that Justin Marshall that I work with? Hey Tom Bandy. I looked real quick, Jay Marshall. I thought it was my friend Justin that I work with. His last name's Marshall. What's everyone up to tonight, guys? You guys all doing okay tonight? It's hotter than hell here in Florida. Muggy, rainy. I think I need to see some snow soon. But the show tonight, guys, I'm looking at some different things I want to discuss, and talk and see what you guys think about different things on home clubs, being new at a raceway, controllers, tires. I want to, if anybody has the no grain tires out yet, I believe my friend Chris said Slot It made them. Also, I just got some Bobcat tires in, the urethane ones. I've been pretty happy with. Hey, Chris, how are you? I'm glad you made it tonight, bud. I know we were just talking on the phone, buddy. But I hope everyone can see me okay. And if you can hit that subscribe button, it'll really help out a lot. As soon as I get 100 subscribers, you're going to get a $100 gift certificate. Someone will get $100 gift certificate, but it has to be used at either at a slot car shop, place like Slot Car Corners, or anything of the sort like that, guys, just to help them out as well. And, guys, I was thinking about some things going on about home club racing, just even here in Florida and all over the United States. I see so many people that have a lot of home clubs, and I was thinking it'd probably be a great idea to, get some kind of list of home clubs going on our page and, trying to unite with some guys. Like, there's a couple home clubs that are right here in Florida, right by me. And I think it's pretty interesting, that they're not really getting the attention that they deserve. And it would be really kind of cool just in my own state to be able to go somewhere else. J. Marshall Home Club. I mean, if you can build one, if you have your own track at home, that's from Racetrack Scenics right there. My AFX tracks in the back. I don't even care if it's just a few guys coming over to race. There you go. Call it a home club. That kind of deal. I see 132. A lot of guys are setting up, doing some certain things at their house and building tracks. And, it takes 3 or 4 guys, but hey, or even 2 guys, and you got yourself a little thing going. And that's important. But just going with that, it's just I'm learning still about 132 and, all the different options behind it. I really do love going to the raceways as well and racing 124 cars, and it's pretty awesome, and I really, really like that. The people that I've met at all the raceways, they're great guys. It's like a second family there. Stuff. Anyone have any questions on controllers or anything of the sort that's been going on at your place, or you want to share any fun stuff? Did you get any new guys involved? Any of you guys have any new guys come over the house and race or anything? Hey, Frank. Well, you need to start racing again, bud. Building some cars, collecting them. Oh, thank you, Frank. Thank you, Frank. I really appreciate it, sir. This is just living room racing right here for me until I go to the raceway on Saturday. And I kind of want to, if I can make it up there, I want to really try to do an intro to the raceways, A lot of new guys, I think sometimes they may get intimidated by going into a big raceway, especially for 124. And there's so many cool things that you could do at the raceways. And, there's some of the commercial raceways out there, they have 124 tracks, they have 132 tracks, and they need us to participate in their things there, And if you're brand new, what I can't express to you more than anything, just go. Just show up. I try to post events on our event page. There's only a couple in there now because it's kind of slow time. But when you see an event posted for a club and it's 3 or 4 months out, go to that raceway. Ask them, what do I have to do to build a car, tune the car, and all this other stuff. That is the simplest way to get going on your journey at a raceway. If you're racing at home, that's awesome too. I have probably in Florida 3 or 4 raceways. They're all 2 hours away in one direction. And I have one in Thomasville, Georgia. I love them all. Great people. I've only been to one in Florida, 2 in Florida. The Daytona one a long time ago. And Fast Eddie's. But there's P1, there's one in Vero Beach, there's a couple in Lakeland. There's a bunch of, I think there's a few small 132 clubs that do really, really well down in the Lakeland area, and a bunch of guys that raced in their garages and some other stuff. And it's pretty cool to see all that. Oh, that's pretty cool, Potter. That's really good. I saw your layout, buddy. You're not just doing something little. You're going all out on that, bud. And were you able to get the track clips and notice the difference when you clip them on? I don't know, Potter, if you're still here, but yeah, your track looks really, really good. You weren't joking about putting a big HO track together. The next thing you'll be doing is doing a 132 track, and then you're really going to go down it. Oh, that's cool, Potter. That's really good. Me and Chris were just talking about different aspects on tires and so many different things, and gosh, it really is a rabbit hole. And I decided for my track, I'm just going to be using urethane and rubber tires. Basically, will come on the tires and everything else. Oh, Potter, as soon as you get into the 132 side of it, you're going to absolutely lose your mind, because there's so much of it. There's, I don't know. I love it. Between that and 124, it's absolutely crazy. And Potter, I think you were here last week. You were here. I know you were here last week. But, here's the kind of cars we race at 124. That's a Womp, That's a Womp. And then we race hard bodies. We take a model kit and we slap it on a brass chassis, just the body, and put a motor in it, gearing, weight and everything else, and we send them, man. They're fun. I think they're my funnest car to run because when they do hit, they crack, and you need to glue them all together. And I'm learning. So my good friend Wayne, I call him Crazy Wayne because he is kind of crazy. He's been great at times at the Viper pit, and he helps everybody out with setting up cars and checking out on stuff. And another thing is, if you go to a raceway, try to get there early right when they first start. A lot of these guys that run their tracks, they run the track, so they have to run the race. So when the race starts, if they don't have someone else helping out there, it can get kind of tough. So just be patient. There is a little bit of learning curve, if you don't know how to solder, if you're at the big raceways for 124, and I'm even still learning how to do it. I'm surprised I haven't soldered my fingers together yet. But has anybody out there used those no-grain tires yet by Slotted? Or are they even out yet? And do you know what the compounds are made out of? Is it a urethane rubber, or Chris was saying it could be for just like the different tracks, like polycar and that kind of thing? I don't know if anyone has seen it. And guys, if you can, could you please share the page, our live feed, to any of your other Facebook pages with slot cars? That would be awesome. I'm just trying to get started, guys, so I'm a little bit all over the place right now. I have a lot to learn, and it's definitely a learning curve because this is a definite rabbit hole of so many things that you could get into with slot cars, and especially 132, and learn how to set them up, the pods, and all that other stuff. And if you guys, there's other channels out there that have taught me a lot, and that I still learn from every time, like Marty on Two Lines, UC Slot Cars in Australia, Slot Car Hub, the Shrivens. They're I hope I'm pronouncing their name right. David and Shane, great people. So it's been going on. We have so many great things out there on YouTube, and I didn't mention them last time. But if you guys get a chance, you need to check out BS Slot Cars. Him and his sister are so much fun to watch. Steve's crazy. He's always building something, and he's always fabricating something. Like running HO. You could run Potter if you're listening. Check out BS Slot Cars on YouTube. You're going to see how he sets up his basic HO cars to run on his Polycar 132 track. And Polycar track is awesome. You can run 124 cars on it. You can run the 132, one HO, and 143. It's basically one track for everything. So that it's a great channel to watch at. I love to see people, think out of the box and be like, okay, we're just gonna glue a little braid on the bottom of the shoes of our HO cars, and they're gonna rip around a polycar track. I mean, you take a straw from a WD-40 can, you put it over your guide, and there you go. I mean, you're off to the races. I mean, it's just really cool with a little bit of just tinkering with something, how you make those cars rip on an awesome track with good traction. Cars aren't banging together. So I really think, yeah, Potter, that's it. You got to watch that because you'll probably take your AFX track down and just start collecting everything in one and put it on that table, because I know you have a business of fabricating cars and doing all that other stuff. But you could just basically, you cut a little piece of braid, you actually just glue it with a rubber glue or whatever. Some people solder it, and you solder it to the inside of the shoes, and there you go. And you just make like a straw pin, and you're running, super fast cars on there. Oh, I just said the A word. I don't know if YouTube's gonna throw me off here now, but so yeah, you got to really check out BS Slot Cars. He goes over every characteristics of so many different slot car types, brand styles, wiring tracks. If you have an analog track, guys, what I thought was super cool, Steve, he's like a little scientist, I think. He took the Scale Electric Arc Pro system that comes with the Scale Electric, and it's a fun race app. If you're not digital, and it's just for analog, you can run it for analog tracks, and it's for, fueling up for gas. It tells you when you got to change your tires, so it's like the real thing. It'll say, oh, it's raining out right now. And he took the motherboard from the Arc Pro system in Scale Electric and adapted it and rewired it for his polycar track. And it's just kind of a really, really kind of full thing. Oh, Potter, he's a trip, dude. He really is a trip. And as soon as you get into it and the other channels, it's like super cool. And I love, there's just so many good guys that we all become great friends with in this hobby. Like, you know, I just had a guy, I was going to sell some HO cars, and his name is Todd. And I was telling him, I told everybody in the group that I was going to sell some HO cars to try to afford to buy the TrackMate system. He sends me a private message and says, Tom, I have that. Don't sell your HO cars. I was like, that blew my mind, because I don't know if you realize how much TrackMate systems are. They're over $200. You know, and this is the type of people that are awesome in our hobby. You know, it's awesome. And guys, I'm going to try to send out stickers to somebody every week when I can and stuff for our group, and just how it goes. I know I think I got probably 3 people in here now. I should have advertised it a little bit better, but I'm just having fun with this, guys. I really am just having fun, and I hope everyone else is having fun. One thing I definitely wanted to touch on, and Potter, this goes for you, okay? Hang on one second, Potter Creek. Harding Creek slots, yes, he's very, very good. Yep, and that's what I do. You know, I turn on YouTube and see behind me right now, I got Rally Racing right now. This is live from Estonia, and I just sit there. I turn my music on. I watch the races. I mess with my cars. And guys, this is what's awesome about the hobby, especially that I'm single. I love it because it's my own little world, and that's why I call it living room racing. But yeah, there's so much fun in there, guys. Like today, I was sending stickers to guys in Australia. You know, England, Germany, the guys that have the channels in our country as well. And I just think it's awesome. You know, the camaraderie is just it's unbelievable, you know. And, you know, when you actually have people that invite you to come to their house in England, because you joke around with them online and stuff. One buddy that's in Australia says, you know, you have a place to stay anytime you want to come over and, you know, to go do home racing or whatever. And I think that's awesome. And I live in Florida. And if I ever get a camper, which I really can't afford right now, I'm trying to get one. Maybe Airbnb it, but when I do put it in the yard, anybody's invited to come down here and go to the Raceways in Florida if you're from another country. I'm in North Florida. I have beautiful springs around me. Just a great area. So I'm looking at some plumbing issues because I have to make a sewer line and do all that other stuff. And it would be awesome. Imagine having your buddies from like that you just from online come from England or Australia to go check out the 124 tracks around, or just come and say hi, you know, for a vacation. Wouldn't it be great to go to other countries to see how they race in England and Australia and just check out the whole slot car scene there? It'd be great. Hey, UC slot cars, I'm just sending you some stickers right now to Shane. Good to see you tonight. Or wait, I think it's afternoon there today, right? Or something. All these different time changes, I get totally confused. And I don't know if anyone heard me before, but if anyone has tried those no grain tires, I think that Slot make it. I'd like to know about them and see if anybody has tried them out yet. Wow. You see, that's something else. 10:15 a.m. Yep. Guys, if you could hit the subscribe button, the 100th subscriber gets a gift certificate to use at a slot car track or a slot car business or someone that sells slot cars. I want to help out those guys. It'll be of your choice too, as long as it's a slot car business. That's some other things to think about. Oh, guys, I just want to let you know, I got with the controllers. That's where I was at earlier, and where was it? And Potter, this goes for you being new too. With your controllers and stuff, I'm not an expert at it, but definitely check out DeFalco Controllers site. He's got a really good write-up of all different controllers. Also, OS3 controllers are very good controllers for running HO cars. They just came out with a sensitivity and brake controller for like $90. Excuse me, guys. And They also have one for $79. DeFalco has one for $90. DeFalcos are kind of more beefier. You can fine tune them, I think, maybe a little bit better on certain aspects, but you could build them. And I love my DeFalco controllers. Basically, if you get started at the Raceways, a DeFalco controller, an intro to one, you can get one for like $200. It comes with a sensitivity dial, and sensitivity is like a gas pedal. That's the only way I can explain it. And it helps with the range of how much juice is going to the car. So, like, you'll notice on a stock controller that you get, certain cars may be like, before it even starts moving, you're way over here. You know, it's not the easy boom. Or if you want a quick response, boom, you just set your sensitivity to send the juice to it, to the car. Braking, whenever you let off the controller, your car will automatically brake, okay? There's nothing to it. You let up, as soon as as it feels like there's nothing, no throttle, your brake comes on. The one that I just bought, hang on one second. I bought the DD281. It comes with traction control, and I actually love it. It's an upgrade that I got for 124, and to tell you the truth, I've been using it on my 132 track, and I really haven't noticed a big difference. And one thing about the DeFalco controllers, guys, is that you can get the networks. Hang on. You can get the networks right here for the cars that you are running. Like this network right here, I believe it's a 290, and it will run HO cars and 132 cars. Then if I pop this out, I put a different network in it just for 124 cars. And this controller right here is the one for like $200, okay? It has a sensitivity brake or however, and you can adjust it all the way up to 10 in different ways and, you know, different things. But this is like $200 to get really something decent at the Raceway to race with. My other one that has a traction control on it, and I think it has 30 different channels on it, or however that works, you guys. That was about $3 and something. But it was well worth it. One reason I like dealing with DeFalco, I live in Florida. They're located in Florida. Jim DeFalco, you can call him at any time, I guess, and he'll go over everything with you. He'll talk about the different networks, what controller is good for you. Or you could also talk to the slot car shops because they know everything on that stuff as well, you know. But if you check out his website, you'll see a lot of different information on it. And Potter, definitely check out like when you look at the brother sister slot car thing on YouTube, and check out, you know, Punch on his videos. He has so many tutorials all lined up good, all in line, and he does a great job. Also, Tuesday night next week, Marty from Two Lines is on as well. I think he starts at 8 o'clock every Tuesday. Chris, if you're in there, I believe his channel starts at 8 o'clock all the time. Also, I mean, you could ask Marty and the guys in that group because he has a bunch of guys. Like I only have 5 people in there. He may have 100. And everyone in there is awesome. They all will help you out and give you different information and learn of just so many different things. I mean, when I said this before, like when I was younger, I had an HO track. I had the Tyco motorcycle track. I was probably about 8 or 9. I loved the thing. But you know, when you're little, you get this kind of thing for Christmas. You know, your parents or your friends really don't have it, so you don't know anything about where you can get parts. You don't know what else is really out there. We didn't have internet back then, you know, when we were little. And then it's like 3 years ago, almost 2 or 3 years ago, I'm just coming across, you know, YouTube videos. I was just getting into YouTube because I love YouTube and get the hell off the regular TV and watch what I want to watch. I noticed Marty Ford, and I noticed the Dave Kennedy thing on YouTube, and I noticed Sunday Slot Cars with Peter. I got a Pete, Track Fans TV or whatever it was, and Rual and DNA. I mean, I really do miss DNA Slot Cars. Him and his daughter, they ran such a great show, but I guess they hung it up for a little while and just doing other things right now. But all great people. And I was like totally surprised to see all these different things with slot cars. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell's going on here? So the next thing I know, I was getting a 4x8 sheet of plywood. Then I bought the AFX International set because it came with 4 cars, 4 lane. or whatever else. And then, you're looking at, okay, what am I going to build for a base now? How am I going to set this up? Next thing you know, I'm into auctions with slot cars, and I'm buying cars like crazy from auctions for HO cars. And if you guys are looking for an auction too, he's an honest guy, is Michael Kelly. He does a great job with that. And Daniel Breyer. It's not really a PG show. It's definitely a PG show with Daniel Breyer, maybe a little over that, but they have a fun time doing slot car auctions too. But like I said, got to be careful sometimes because you can get crazy in an auction, believe me. But if you want the car, you buy it. But there's other people bidding. So, and just for a note for like HO, if you don't have a lot of room, HO is awesome. They have Dash, you have Viper, you have AFX, you have Tyco cars you can get. I love Lifelikes. So many things with HO you could do. It's just, it doesn't take up that much space, especially buying cars. Now, what I've noticed with 132, they're beautiful cars. There are tons of them. So you had better build some shelves on your walls for collecting 132 cars because you will need them because they are bigger. They take up more space, but they are fun. And depending on what size track you can go get away with, you guys can have fun doing whatever you want to have fun with. You can do, they have 143rd. That goes a lot unnoticed. But it's just like after I watch Brother Sister slot cars, I notice what Steve does on one track. And that is his Polycar track. I love Polycar track, but they're coming out with new digital stuff. Me and Chris Freder were talking about that. So we'll wait and see. Carrera track is excellent. Scale Electric is excellent. Scale Autos. It's all good, depending on what you want to use. Now, remember, if you're new in here, guys, digital, you can run up to so many cars on 2 lanes with lane changes. You push a button and you switch into the lane, okay? Analog, you're racing the lane. So if you have 4 lanes, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and each person will switch to the next lane. Or if you're by yourself, you pick whatever lane you want to use, and you go with it. That kind of thing. Like I am super, super excited, hopefully, to get my TrackMate system, just so I could hear some damn noise on the TV on my soundbar of cars, making noise. And it's a huge thing, and someone comes over, it makes it a lot more interesting. For space-wise, my track is 5 by 10 or 10 and a half. It's just perfect for me, but I would love to go 10 by 15. I'm sorry, 5, maybe 4 or 5 by 10, 15. I'm looking at the Mazda, or I think it's the Monza track that was out there. And I kind of want to have that replicated. My friend Gary Niles was posting a bunch of different old tracks that were used to be there in the day and old Scale Electric pictures. And I really liked it because it was a narrow track. Maybe do a 3-lane of something like that. It'd be awesome. Also, guys, if you're looking to get a wood track, check out Racetrack Scenics. They are located in North Carolina. Kevin and his son Casey build beautiful wood tracks. Turnkey. You could either braid it yourselves, they could braid it and set it up so it's turnkey right at your house. They have probably one of the best designers out there to design whatever track you want, or if you want to replicate an actual raceway out there, he'll get it done. Check out his site. His name is Kevin Sharp. He has a page on there, and he also has Racetrack Scenics, where you could buy staging towers for your track art. You could buy signs, starting gates. I mean, just cool stuff for buildings. Everything that you guys could really think of. By the way, guys, I know there's only 5 guys in here, but what controllers are you guys using out there? And can you suggest any controllers that you really like for either 124 or 132 or even HO? Also, I got in some Bobcat slot car tires today, and that's their info right there, guys. They're urethane. I really liked them. They worked out really good on a couple cars I put them on. Like I said before, I'm going to stick with rubber and urethane tires. I'm not going the silicone route. I'm going to be laying rubber down on the track. for now anyway. And if I had more racers and they wanted to change it, so be it. We can always change. It's not that hard to just swap out tires, and clean your track. I guess with silicones, you really need a clean track, and otherwise they start picking up stuff, and there'll be ice skating all over a track. I guess if you've run rubber or urethane tires on it, but I'm okay with making the track dirty and laying rubber down on it. So we'll go from there. And does anyone have any questions or anything tonight? Okay, I guess not. Oh, wait, there's a bunch of stuff here on the thing. I didn't know I had to keep scrolling down. My goodness. I thought it's automatically... There you go. Yeah, Tom Bandy. And Tom, if you order those tires, mention our group. Maybe he'll sponsor our group. Marty from Two Line just got a really cool person to sponsor him. And that's pretty awesome. It's really awesome when a company wants to give back. I will support on my Facebook page anybody that supports our group at race events. If I know they're supporting, the Raceways by giving I don't care if it's a little prize. I don't care if it's a tire. Maybe they can't really donate anything. But anyone that is going to donate something like that, that's the people that we need to support. When we support like a business like Slot Car Corner, Cloverleaf, Michael Stout, he's in Michigan, LEB, or all these guys, if they give me advice or are helpful and not snooty and other things, I'm going to support them. And that's why I try to do my very, very best. And I don't even know these guys. I don't even know anyone. From the interaction that we get online, that's how I go off of it. I'm an open book. If I like you, I like you. And if I don't, I don't. That's all there is to it. But, like on the page, like on the Misfits slot car page, you'll see me do it maybe once a week or every other week. I'll throw that up there and I'll be like, we got like 14,000 members, almost 15. And it's like, what? Can you imagine if all of us in that slot car group, okay, ordered maybe 2 things of tires, maybe under $8, okay, or $10. Do you know that might keep them in business for another year, maybe in paying their rent, reordering, and doing that other stuff? That's why it's so important we have to work as a team sometimes in this business to support small business. Can you imagine, like if we, for Slot Car Corner or, Cloverleaf or maybe LEB or any of the other guys out there, if we work together in a group of people that are seeing posts on the Facebook page, and one of us says, oh, let's support this business today. And all of a sudden, can you imagine if we just put 100 orders in? 100 orders in. You know what I mean? And just say every order was $100. Look at the money that we just kept this business in, a small family business in business, by all of us uniting and helping each other and helping the shops. And I think that's so important for us to do, because these little guys, a lot of them have a full-time job. And then they may be working out of their house with a whole room of, slot cars they take in, or however they do it for parts and all this other stuff. And like I said, if you see a post up there, or if you want to suggest a place to support during the week, put it on the Facebook page. Let's talk it up. Let's get them the business that they need, and I just think that's awesome. And it's just like I said, my buddy one of my friends made a good point, to me, and he goes, and this isn't a different business aspect, but he's like, all these big groups out there, let's support the ones that support us and bring us the knowledge, bring us the parts, bring us the cars, bring good friendships as well, and that want to, take part in this, because a lot of people think it's just a hobby. I don't. I definitely don't think it's just a hobby. It is a very, very competitive sport. I like the name sport. Worldwide of slot cars. Wild, just like they used to pronounce, with Howard Cosell. But it is a hobby. Okay, it is a collectible hobby. It is a home racing hobby, and without a doubt, it is definitely a sport at the raceways. The guys are competitive. And when you go to a raceway, it doesn't have to be competitive, guys. So I don't want to scare anybody. You can basically go there. You could do a rental at first to see if you like it. You could talk to the guys there. You could see what they're racing. Now, don't forget, guys, this Slot cars were one of the biggest things and the biggest hobbies and races ever in the 60s and the 70s, until I guess, quote unquote, things started to change. Rents got very expensive because, you got to think about this, guys. Slot car tracks that are out there today, they're a part of our history, okay? Those wooden tracks are incredible. But at the same point is, I feel sorry for some of the guys. They take up a lot of square footage. What do we pay when we look at a rental? Square footage price. And people don't care, You see a lot of guys taking metal buildings and metal sheds, and they're basically, starting their own little home clubs now. You can't blame them because it's, if you can get 20, 30 guys together, that's like a miracle, And I love seeing some of the hobby clubs that are in Florida, and they're racing together, a bunch of guys, kids, and they're racing at home on 132 tracks, Carrera, or whatever they're doing. It looks like fun. I want to ask one of the guys down in Lakeland if I could come down one night. But I just wish I had more friends in my area to do that with. It'd be awesome. Even, 4 people that actually want to do it, or 3 people, it'd be awesome. But another thing is, too, you got to work around people's schedules, because some of them are really busy and they don't have the time for it. And some people may not really be interested in the hobby, or it's not their thing. I don't know why I like it, but I love it. I don't know if it's because of the camaraderie, the Facebook page. It gives me something to do to get rid of anxiety or depression, or I don't know. It just keeps me busy, and I really, really love it. And I have for the last 3 years. Sometimes I get a little bored with it. I let it sit down for a little bit. Then my buddies will call up and say, hey, let's meet up at the slot car track, or go do something like this. And it's not just about the slot cars. It's about good friendship. It's about going out to lunch with your friends. It's about just a bunch. It's just a bunch of things. Have your buddies come over, have a couple beers, race the cars around, or don't. I mean, I don't drink anymore. I used to party my butt off, but I don't do it no more. And I think this hobby is good, clean fun for me. I don't need to go out and party no more, and do the things that I used to do. I love tinkering with things now, learning different things. How can I explain it to you? I'm not good at tinkering with things. I think I end up breaking more things than I can actually fix right now. And just like the soldering stuff, I was a little intimidated by it. But you just put that flux on, you clean up everything, and start soldering. There's only one way you're going to learn it, is by doing it. Even if you solder your fingers together, you won't do it twice, believe me. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I think to me, it's like just the friendships that we all make in this group. I mean, who would really think somebody's going to send you a $200 TrackMate system? I mean, that just blew me away. And then my friend Gary Niles just sent me a couple slot cars, just out of the blue. Me and my friend Chris, he sent us slot cars, which I got a little prize for him. He doesn't know it yet, but I shouldn't have just said that because he might be watching. But other than that, it's just, if you guys are in it, I mean, don't you like having good friends to do good things with? And, it's not all about the partying stuff and, doing different things. It's almost like kind of a commune for me, man. It's just like, people are doing the same thing I am, and I like it. And it's like, it's actual clean fun. Okay. It keeps you busy. It's like having family and friends over, and, I think the world is missing a lot of that. And when I say that, I mean actual friendships, Yeah, Chris, no, Chris, you are 100%. We are a slot car family, and Chris, I don't even know you, but I know you, if you know what I mean, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, Potter, it's been about 4 or 5 for me now, like this. Yeah, I sometimes I miss those crazy times. But sometimes I definitely don't, man. And it's like I don't even want to get into it. But I mean, this is an out. I need an out in my life to have fun, to relax or whatever else. There's other things in my life I got to work on. I need to start exercising more. I'm 52, and I got to get out and just actually start doing stuff. And Potter, that is awesome, dude. It's awesome. I come from a long line of crazy people, and I'm just kind of glad that I'm not doing it, and my kids aren't doing it, I hope, and that kind of stuff. So, but some of us have to bang our heads the wrong way in life and learn the hard way. Yeah, no, Potter, I shouldn't say I kind of miss it because, when I wake up in the morning, man, I that hangover is not there. I get up and do what I got to do, and that's it. I just got to get some more ambition going in my butt to get out there and move around a little bit more and do what I need to do. Maybe find a good chick, but then if I find a good chick, that she might tell me to take my slot car track down, and I don't know about that right now. So it's one of those deals. I just wish I had a metal building outside. I'd probably have about if I had the money. I'm low income, so if I had the money, man, I mean, I'd have a metal building out there with a concrete floor. And my dream is right now, I might have found a building in my town, or we might be able to do something with our town, with something in the town right now. So I'm really, really kind of happy about that. It's not about making money from it. It's not really anything about it. It's for something actually to do, and be out there with people and help out, and maybe open up a 501c and basically have fun. And I think that's awesome. There's a lot of different aspects where you might be able to find real estate to put tracks in through your town. Maybe they have an empty building, and if you're going to give everything back to the community, why not do it? So check into that, guys. Any of you guys? Yeah, Chris, you're lucky. Or married my lady, and it turns out she likes slot cars as well. Well, Chris, if she has a sister, will you tell her to call me? I'm 52. I live in Florida. That would be awesome, you know? Yeah, well, Potter, yeah, no, I get it. Potter, Potter, but that, Potter, your place right there that you have, I was like blown away, because it's like you're talking, oh yeah, I'm putting up like a little track, and I'm like, I looked at your pictures and I'm like, oh God, he's got the bug now. You know what I mean? He's definitely got the bug. And Potter, look into those. I've been looking at some of those different things for the timing systems for the tracks. Look at it. I think there's like, Chris, if you're listening to me, what are some of the other things that you can get for our timing systems? Like, I know there's like, I think it's RaceView, and yeah, RaceView, Fast Tracks, and there's some other things you could download on your telephone. Okay, that it like videos your track when a car passes through it, and then you get the other app. I think it's Race something. I got it written down. Some of the other guys know it, but you end up doing that, and then you take some other stuff. But hey, Potter, some of the things you could use with your cell phone and a tablet. It's all you need. Try it. It's like a free app. I'll try to get the information for you, or you can go on the site and just look at it. And yeah, so yeah, Potter, but what you could do is you could just use your cell phone, Android, iPhone, or whatever else that I read the other day. You download the free app. You download the free app to your telephone, and then you go to like your tablet, which is going to display like everybody's name, or your laptop and the sound and all that other stuff. And you buy it, and you have to buy it for like 10 or 12 bucks. All right. And what you download on your phone is free. The actual app that you have to, I guess, take your phone and, connect it to your laptop afterwards. So your phone's viewing your track, and then it's going to view it to the other software that's on your tablet or your laptop to do everyone's names and this and that. And then every time your car goes through it, your phone reads it, and there you go. You have your own little race system, and they have all different things. You could do, racing in the rain. You could do all different things with tires and all that other stuff. No, it's on, but Potter, it's reasonable, man. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. You could just look into it, and so you could be the guinea pig and check it out and tell us all about it. Yeah. So, but I may do it too, with the race with Fast Tracks or whatever I'm getting. Yeah, Chris, there's something else that there's a couple different ones. Marty has one, and then there's all different things. And Potter, you know what I'll do? I'll try to post the name of it on there for you, man, so you kind of know what's going on with that. Do any of you guys live near Florida or Thomasville, Georgia? Thomasville, Georgia is like on the southern, it's probably about 2 hours to an hour and 50 minutes north of the Florida line. I believe also in Florida, you have a beautiful place in Vero Beach. You got one in Lakeland called P1. There's another one in Daytona. You got Fast Eddie's in Pinellas. Guys, along North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and all that other stuff, you have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Potter. See, Texas is a huge, huge state. But if you want to check out like a raceway in Texas, there are a couple really good ones. But like I said, you might be like me, 2 hours one way to get there, which sucks. But I think of it as a morning commute. I get up at 6 a.m. I'm there at 8 o'clock. I leave about 4 o'clock, home by 6 o'clock, and I have a beautiful long day just to me. And when I have the extra money, I'm in my car and I'm gone. But I have nerve damage on my left side, so it's like I got to be careful because I get a little bit nervous about breaking down and not being able to change a tire. So my AAA, I got to pay for again, just in case. Yeah, Potter, and it's like you got to just check. I mean, if you're bored one day, man, just go over there. You know what I mean? It's a good. You know what I call it? The driveway time. I clear out my damn head. I get my coffee. I get a bagel. I get a donut, and out the damn door I go. First thing in the morning. I go over there, and when I started going to the Viper Pit, I love it. My friend Aaron, he works on Corvettes and Vipers from all over the United States. And if you ever, Potter, I know you work on cars too. His name's Aaron Scott. He's awesome. And look it up online, called the Viper Pit, and you'll see the huge commercial tracks that he has on private property there. It's like my little home away from home. I just love it. He's got cotton fields behind him. He's got a huge swamp way in the back. And Aaron's the greatest guy ever. Everybody in here kind of looks at the thing and we help ourselves, but we write everything down in the shop and stuff, and we keep an eye on different things, Yeah, but Potter, if you go to that place in Texas, man, do me a favor and video and share it to the page. Be like, hey, this is my first time going to a slot car track. It'll be super cool, and put it on your YouTube page because I know you got one for your cars and stuff, Or make shorts out of it. You'll get more subscribers, I think. I'm just still figuring out all this YouTube. I'm just going to be a low-cost YouTuber and just have fun with you guys. I don't care if there's 2 people in there. We're just BSing and just having fun. I don't even need to talk about slots. If you guys want to BS and do other stuff, that's awesome too, I have a ton of different hobbies. I love fishing. I love cars. I love fast cars, drag races. Yeah, Potter, you have to do the shorts at first, and then as soon as you get I guess it's 50 subscribers, I guess you wait a day, and then you could do a live video like I'm doing right now. And it'll ask if it's kid friendly. It'll ask if it's not. I say no kids because you never know what someone's going to say or how they're going to act, being young. And you got to watch. I guess YouTube can be very strict with different things. Yeah, cars, coffees, and no cigars. I quit smoking 2 years ago. Oh, my God. What did I do to myself? But, yeah. Yeah, Potter, but I really hope if you're free this weekend or something, man, find out if that place is open and go check it out, because I don't know what track in Texas that they have that I've posted a lot of different things. And what's really, really kind of cool about it is they have a very good race program at one of those tracks in Texas, and it looks like a bunch of guys, younger guys, older guys, and that's what's really, really cool about I think the slot car tracks out there. If someone is disabled, if you're disabled and you're in a wheelchair, you see my finger here, our fingers? If we can go like this and hold the controller, that's all you need to do. And it's important. Everybody out there needs an out. They need friends. Excuse me. They need people they can hang around with. Otherwise, it's a depressing world. When I see somebody in a wheelchair, I'm like, hey, bud, you have a slot car track in your area, and or this or that. Why don't you go check it out? I'm a spinal cord injury survivor too, guys. So that's why I'm saying this. And I have nerve damage in my left hand and my left leg, but I can still walk and everything else. But I get what's called tone and spasticity on my left side, on my lower back. I get in some pain at times. But it's just, I think how we could build our hobby too is honest to God with people that are in wheelchairs, okay? Because they can still race. They can basically see the track. You could build a big cord for them. But the thing is, we have to help these people. They may not be able to put their car back on the track. But that's what being a friend is all about. Or just being a good person these days. I won't go into more to that, but it's that's what this world needs, is good people out there. You know what I mean? I'd like to treat people like how they treat me. Years ago, I might not have kind of been talking like this, honestly. So I see a lot of growth in me in certain ways. But just different ways, I think, and different concepts with this hobby. It's awesome. And Chris, are you sending me coffee money? I don't even know how to do that yet. So you may have to come in here on here next time, and we could do like the Tom and Chris night one night or something. And guys, I think I'm gonna be on Dude's slot car thing on Friday at 1 o'clock, because I think it's like 7 or 8 o'clock over there. Or Potter, you can come on with me too, and we could talk on here anytime. We could do a demo. I just got to figure out, like, I don't know how to invite somebody, like, to split the screen. And like, I'm on an older Android, and I don't really feel like going out and buying 1,000 different things for, doing this stuff. I just want to keep it short, sweet, and simple. I can still talk and communicate with you guys, I hope. And I hope I'm not talking too loud. And that's about it. I had something else to talk about real quick. And oh yeah, guys, I want to just touch again. I think like on the Misfits Facebook page, I'm going to talk a little bit more, or see what you guys all think about what home clubs are out there. I really like to promote the Raceways and the 124 Raceways, because they depend on us. So if you need parts, they're going to go off the norm of what's basically out there, guys, because they buy it wholesale. They have to make a few extra dollars. And even if you go through Mid-America or JK Products, all those books are retail prices, okay? And you can't buy from them unless you're a slot car shop, and that's good, because the small shops and everything would be out of business. So if you have a slot car shop and you call them up and say, hey, can you ship this out to me or whatever, that $5, you know what I mean, might have bought a 6-pack of soda or something for them to sell or whatever else. But like I said, just getting back to the other thing, guys, it's just so damn important. If we're out there, if one of you guys has a slot car place, and say, hey, Tom, or hey, guys, hey, Misfits, let's all support this place today. Like I said, we have 15,000 members almost, guys. If we all even if it was a $5 order, because a lot of us sometimes, especially me right now, it's been tough money-wise. But if it's $5 or $10, okay, I'm in. You know what I mean? And picture 500 people right there just put in $10 out of our group, or even, like I said, 100. That is just absolutely insane if you really think about if we all network together. It's about networking. Sometimes I feel like on Sundays, I feel like on the Facebook page, but guys might get mad, but oh well. But I was thinking, maybe we should post our private home-based businesses, to help one another out. It's one day though, or maybe once a month, where everyone I could say, what other stuff do you guys do, or like for home-based businesses? Times are tough for some of us, and it's important to help each other out money-wise, because we won't be able to buy slot cars, and just have fun and do other things, But with all this being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed it tonight. I'm gonna let you guys go, unless anybody has. As I could stay on all night. I mean, it's just what is there anything you guys want to talk about or touch base on? Yeah, Potter. So isn't it kind of cool, though, if you think about it, that if we all work together, like in a group, to help somebody out? It's like, I try to do it for Slot Car Corner. I try to do it for Cloverleaf in Michigan, guys. Always, Michael Stott has, I guess, a really, really nice 132 setup there. He does like I believe it's a 24-hour endurance race there in Michigan. And he has a really good crew of guys that come out there to race the 132 cars. And that's another thing, guys. What I've learned about like the 132 cars, it's absolutely crazy, because coming from 124, I never realized how much stuff that these guys set these cars up and how much stuff they do. with everything, and it's pretty fascinating, just like the 124 stuff. And one thing I need to do is look on Slot Car Corner or LEB or Michael's Place. I would love to get, or what is it, Chris? Oh, Chris, we were gonna do that at Modelville, okay? And because he has everything from HO tracks, he's got the Purple Mile there, he's got so much stuff there. But it's like a lot of the guys, I call a lot of the places up. It's only me doing it too, and a lot of guys couldn't say they could really pick a date. They'd have to see. And this being in 2026, people didn't really want to commit yet. They didn't know what they were going to do. I mean, I can't tell a guy to close his whole place down for the weekend, and be like, okay, we're going to sell tables, we're going to bring vendors in. It would have been awesome. But to touch base on this, we see the guys in England, they all get together and they built, they have these huge slot car shows, but they're not they're not like 24 hours away from each other, or 12, 14 hours away, or they have to jump on a huge airplane and fly 4 hours across the United States to go to this with supplies and everything else. So someone made a good point with that, and was talking about, it's in England and certain places, there's just they've been there forever. Like the Scale Electric clubs, they have so many different things over there for Scale Electric and different clubs. And just I would love to be there, man. I really would. And it's that's why Pete with Track Fans is he's a trip, man. Sunday mornings, he's so excited. He's like me. I think he's had about 12 cups of coffee or something first thing in the morning. And he brings it. He's been to California. He's traveled all over, to meet his friends and the guys and race and do the shows with the kids. And one good thing about Pete from Track Fans show that he does on Sunday mornings, and sometimes he does them during the week, I guess, is that he's really big on getting the kids on it. He's got a poster board with all the kids' names that go to the shows, and he calls them out on his show all the time. Or he might send them a car, or do whatever else. But yeah, that's just the way it's going. But guys, come October, the first weekend in October, if you guys are doing anything, it's going to be at a 124 Speedway, the Viper Pit in Thomasville, Georgia. I'm going to be doing a fundraiser for St. Jude. It's going to be $20 per event. $5 goes to St. Jude, $15 goes to the Raceway. We're also going to do We're also going to do a 50-50 raffle. I'm going to also have some of those Culligan water bottles out, basically for people if they want to put pocket change in. I don't care if it's a quarter, I would love for everybody to come on out there. And it's a good way to see what 124 racing is all about. We're going to do Florida Flexi Series rules of Flexis, okay? Let me just show you what a Flexi is, okay, if you don't know. That is a Flexi, guys, all right? You get this chassis, you solder that motor in right there. You have you have your bearings, you put your axles through, you got your tires you pick and choose, you put your braid on, you solder it. You paint your bodies, all different things. And it's super cool to do this. And this is another thing, guys, too, I didn't mention. But when you go to a raceway, guys, Chris, you are 100% right on that, buddy. It is definitely a different culture in Europe. These guys over there love this hobby, and in Italy, in Spain, and, Germany, England. I mean, it's just huge over there. But 132, I'll tell you, it's getting pretty, I think sometimes it gets pretty damn popular in the States right now as well, I think, guys, just to touch base on this, I love watching Dave Kennedy and stuff because he's so smart with all the slot car stuff and the business that's going on in the United States. He's on top of that stuff, I'll tell you that much. And he is someone to really watch his slot car news channel with Dave Kennedy. He's awesome. And, he knows the ins and outs. And, I mean, just everything that you could honestly think about in this hobby. But let me just show you one thing real quick. When you go to a raceway, guys, this is called a JK box stock. So they're usually about $89 to $100, like $100. And this is what the guys use to get started. You either use a rental, then you get one of these, and you're going to see something now. It's a Flexi chassis, okay? they're different ones, but these things haul butt. You can change the tires on them. You could change your brakes. You could change your guide flag. You could, do different things. You can put a new motor in it if you want. It's a way to start and basically actually see what the raceways have to race. And this is the awesome part about going to a raceway. Everyone's a little intimidated. No, you just buy a JK box stock from them. They're a little expensive, yes, but it's a way you get into it, guys. And what's good about it is you take the cover off and you actually see the diagram of it. Hold on one second. Let me do this real quick. If I get the damn thing off without breaking my fingers. But yeah, it's just, you go there, and here, let me show you another one. There's, there you go, IndyCar. You know what I mean? So there's all different things with, when you start or go into a raceway where they actually have the cars that you can buy that are race ready to get you going. And then the raceway owner may say, you know what, guys, here, try these tires. It's going to make it run a lot better. Here's a different motor because we're going to be running this car. We're going to be running this car, but we're going to change the motor out on it because we want a faster class of cars, And this is the big thing. People are intimidated, but here you go, guys, right here. This is what you get started with at the raceways, okay? And then, and if you don't, and then as soon as you see how this is made and how they're made and everything else, on the wall at the raceways, you'll see just a chassis, okay? Then you have your bushings, you have different motors on the walls, you have your different tires, you have different wires, you have braids, and there's all different kinds of chassis, you can buy. That some are lighter, some are out there thinking it's a lot better to use, however they want to race because it's competitive. They set these damn cars up just like a real race car, okay? How they tune them, how they gear them, everything. So it's just different. If the track is bigger, they're going to want, maybe higher tires. They may want different gears. They're going to want all different things. But it's not intimidating. You start off, like I said, a JK box stock. Okay, there you go, guys. And you just rock and roll with it, buddy. And that's it. And then there's different bodies you can buy, which is awesome. These are I believe these are GTPs. I forget what they are, guys. But there's all different ones that you could do. You can make your own body. You could paint your own bodies to put on the chassis and stuff, guys. So, and that's what's super cool about this hobby. Like here's one that my friend did for me and stuff. It's just different bodies. You put these Lexian bodies, on a flexi chassis. That's the flexi chassis, guys. All you can do is take this one off, and you have a new kind of race car right here. Boom. Or here's a different one. You guys could do. And it's bad. It's bad. You know what? And a lot of people, like I said, you just got to get involved in it. And when you get involved in this stuff, guess what? You're racing this stuff, and that's the cool part about it. I mean, it's just intimidating at first, but I just think it's awesome, and I don't know what else to say, guys. But once again, these are flexis for 124. These are box stocks. You could buy them just like this, and then you can learn how to solder the motors and change your tires out, change your gearing. You get everything. This is just a starting point to see what the hell's going on, what it's all about, to see what you can change on them, what you can solder on them, and all that other great stuff. Yeah, Chris, if you're still here, it's like, that's one good thing about YouTube, buddy, is that if it wasn't, I gotta be honest with you, if it wasn't for the slot car group and the members in there, I would just totally be on YouTube, I think, because I love YouTube. And there's no, BS and other aspects with the Facebook crap, so that's the way I look at it, because I really do enjoy YouTube. I enjoy being able to go live and talk to friends. And, I could even do this on the Facebook page if I wanted to, I guess. I never even really thought about that. If I wanted to go live on my Facebook page, I could do that too. Maybe that's a good idea to do as well. But just like if you are new to this hobby, on our Facebook group, Chris has been an admin there since the beginning. And I got to be honest with you guys, we have some of the best admins ever in our group, okay? I don't even know how to explain it to you. It's a lot to do this, and a lot to, share YouTube videos and do all the stuff that I do and what some of us all do. And it's great to have good people. Like if I croak tomorrow, I could say, you know what, Chris and the guys are going to take care of the page, and it's going to last, and it's going to be awesome. Oh, guys, I want to tell you about something too, real quick, and then I'm going to shut the hell up, I think. But Flying Bee slot car boxes, okay, is a company out there that makes slot car wooden boxes. Check his channel out because he donated one to a race. Really nice people. And then we have another guy that is in our group. His name is Jim Cinci, I believe. I can't pronounce his last name. Jim Cinci. He made me a beautiful box, okay? So hang on, let me, oh shit, let me see this real quick. Hang on, guys. But that's my slot car box. And what I love about it is, you got the drawers, you got this, and I used to use a big tackle box because I didn't have anything else. And that's what I use for just right now for my 132 stuff. And this is what if you can see how small my house is, but it's just, don't mind the mess. But this is my 132 track from Racetrack Scenics, and then I'll have my HO set over there, guys, just there, and a little, my tools and my parts for HO stuff I have. And check out the rally racing. Live rally racing from Estonia. I love rally cars, guys. I think they're probably one of the best things out there. The guys are crazy. But, what time is it? All right, guys, I've been on for an hour. I don't want to bore you guys anymore. I hope I did a good job. We only had like 7 people in here at the top, but that's okay, guys. It's a work in progress doing this. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to be getting all fancy with this and all that other stuff. I'm just going to kind of keep it affordable and see if we can get some guys on here and just goof around and maybe have a co-host and definitely checking things up. And guys, thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up and the subscribe button. I really appreciate it, guys. I don't even really know what happens when you get so many people. Some people say they pay you, I guess, and all this other stuff. If you get over 1,000 subscribers, like I said, guys, I'm not in it. I'm not in it to make $5. So I'm in it to have fun with you guys and just hang out. We're all just hanging out, like we're out at a bar or somewhere else, but we're not drinking. I'm not getting in trouble, and that's what I love about it, guys. And good friendship, everybody. But all right, Chris, I'm going to shut the hell up. I didn't realize how much Marty had to go through with trying to find a topic and staying on topic because I'm all over the place tonight. And all the guys on YouTube, I appreciate you guys more than anything if you ever see this video. And I'm kind of talked out right now, to be honest with you. I don't even actually know what to say anymore. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to play with my slot cars for a little longer, listen to some music, and I'm getting in bed. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining, and thanks for having a great time with me tonight, guys. Have a good night. Now I got to figure out how to shut it off. Oh, Shotgun, I'm sorry. I was just going to shut down, but you're another one out there that I actually love. I love your channel, and I didn't give you a call out earlier. I'm kind of new to this, but the stuff that you guys did, Shotgun, were just awesome with all those cars that people mailed in and those jalopies. I just absolutely loved them. And it was so cool to see that other aspect of it. And Dave, you know what? Next week, I think I want to talk about you and George of how great of a job that you did on next Wednesday at 8:00, because you guys rocked that. I mean, that's a whole nother aspect of fabrication of slot cars and just getting a chassis and a hard body and making everything. Oh yeah, Dave, I'm trying, man. I'm just, this is just low budget slot car. It's kind of a slot car mess for me right now. Slot car video mess because I'm just learning about all this stuff. And I really don't even know how to use this YouTube stuff yet, but I'm trying. But yeah, Shotgun, I'm going to definitely try to do a show, on you, or just, talk about you guys more and just the fabrication and what I want to do. And I'm going to watch a couple more of your shows because what I want to do is I want to order an H&R chassis from Slot Car Corner, I guess, and just kind of like start off slow and just try to definitely do like my own jalopy or my own hard body on, an HR chassis, and then kind of reach out a little bit longer, because I'll tell you, the guys that like, that made their own chassis, I love them. I mean, and that's a whole nother thing. That's just a whole nother rabbit hole to go down to, the painting of cars. Taking models and combining them into slot cars to basically make your own damn slot car, what you choose to. And they're so much fun to run on our home tracks. It's awesome. Like George's tracks. Area 51. And I believe his other business is Area 71, I believe. Oh yeah, Dave. I appreciate it so much, sir. And it's like I'm still learning all this other stuff. And since you guys are popping in, I'll probably stay on now a little bit longer. But yeah, Dave from Shotgun. When I saw those cars that you guys did over the weekend, that just blew my mind. Those cars were so cool looking, like the cars from the 50s and the 60s, and that just blows me away. And I want to probably go on your page this week when I get a chance, and I want to start sharing some different everything else. Hey, Jerry Lavelle, how are you, sir? Thank you for coming on the show tonight like that. I'm just getting used to all this stuff. Oh, Dave, you're welcome, sir. You're definitely welcome. I have to send you and George some stickers. So would you do me a favor, Dave? Send me, instant message me, or however you want to do it, to send me your address. I just sent out Marty some. I sent out Chris some. I sent out, the guys in Australia some stickers today, and I went to the post office and got some envelopes. So please send me your info so I can send you guys some stickers, okay? And if you guys want to do an exchange, that's awesome. But okay, cool, David. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to get with you with a guy I'll get with everybody that if he has enough orders maybe from all of us, he is a custom designer with shirts, hats, stickers, anything. He lives in California. He's been in the fabric business forever, and an actual designer for car shows, everything. But when I was trying to do the apparel for the slot Car Misfits, it got so damn expensive because you have to buy it in bulk, and I can't just tell him to send me 5 shirts at once. I mean, if you guys saw some of the shirts and stuff that I made and the hats, they were fascinating. They were just awesome, But there's just so many people out there doing it. But I'm gonna just order a few at a time just for me and send them to friends and stuff, But yeah, Shotgun, I just, what you and George did, I was just like, I'm having my coffee, and I'm like, what are these guys doing? And I saw all those cars, and I really didn't know how it works. I guess people just build their car, and they send them to you, and you guys all race them to see who's the best, I guess. And I just thought some of them hot rods were so, so nice that everybody made with their own talent and, painting them and everything else. And that aspect of the hobby could really, really be huge, and maybe, and there's so many different things you could do. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Chris, that would be cool. That's gonna be cool. We're all gonna have stickers. I'm gonna put them all on the side of my refrigerator, I think, like that. So I'll have a bunch of them and do that. And I'm gonna get with Racetrack Scenics. I gotta send them a picture of my logo, the logo over the Misfits page, and see if he can make a building or a newsstand like he did with Dave Kennedy's. That I love how you guys did all that stuff. And that's just what's great about this hobby. All friends having fun and helping each other out like that. Yeah, Dave, that was super cool though, man. That was just to see everybody that participated in that event. Oh, guys, if you're out there, Shotgun Dave is he makes custom slot cars and just like painting and all this crazy stuff. So definitely check out his page. And also Area 51. Check out George's page is Area 51. He lives in North Carolina, and his tracks that he races on was made by Racetrack Scenic, I'm pretty sure. And these guys that are in these YouTube channels, guys, they're just greatest. They're the greatest guys, and they do their own thing on YouTube, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, Dave, I was talking about it. If I didn't have all the membership, I would probably have done it. Yeah, sure, I will, Chris. I just did a second ago. This is a 5. Oh shit! Oh, hang on one second. I got to turn the damn camera around. Hang on. How do I do that? Yep. But this is my track in my living room, Dave. I don't have a wife right now or anything, so I can do what I want. I can basically do what I want. watching rally racing from Estonia. It's live. But yeah, that's my track from Racetrack Scenics. Scooting over here in my chair so I can show you my AFX track too. And I made this as my hobby room in my living room. I actually threw out the damn couch. I kept on thinking, whatever makes you happy these days, just do it. And here's my HO stuff, guys. Just a little track on a 4x8. It used to be a 4x12, but I had to take it down because we couldn't get in the front door. So, yeah, fun. Here's some T-Jets. I got some Jets and, just different things. I love it all. My buddy's grandson comes over and he goes absolutely crazy. The kid he's 7 years old and you got to pry his fingers off the controller, him and his sister. My little tool station. They had these little toolkits. They had these little organizers too at Lowell's for $14. I mean, these things are lifesavers, But just some different stuff. I love collecting the track art if I go to these little junk stores in Florida or the antique shops and stuff. I look for cool matchboxes and different things to put on my track. This is the car that Gary Niles gave me. Pretty cool. See what I mean about friends in this hobby, guys? You just get something in the mail like this. I believe Chris got a really cool car too from him. And Dave's been in the hobby forever too. He's a great guy. He's an admin in our group. But there's another thing, guys. I got to learn all about these tires because I swear I need to find an organizer and just put them in there because I don't have the slightest clue half the time when you're new. I got these matchboxes. I thought they were kind of cool, guys. If you can see them. And hey, I just want to let you know, this Audi right here, I got from Carrera, guys. I'm going to tell you something. I love this little car. This car is such a good little runner for Carrera, okay? If you guys are watching. And these are my babies over here. A couple babies I got. And I love them. These things are so well tuned out of the box. It's not crazy, especially this NSR. It is absolutely fascinating. I love it. This hobby is really getting me crazy at times. But other than that, it's all about having the fun, guys. All right, guys. Like I said, it's time for me to shut up and do everything. I hope you guys had a good time tonight. And I got to figure out how to shut this off. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday if you want to just BS and talk and do whatever else, guys. And I wish you all well, and thank you for coming tonight, guys.